It's too much.
I hate it.
It's too much.
He's the only one around here that enjoys it.
Really?
I love it. Lefroy.
It hits like a
man.
certain peat level where I'm just like, it just makes me want to vomit.
Yeah, you're
Yes.
like, I'm drinking swamp water.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm drinking dirt and smoke.
Yeah, I'm just drinking
What's wrong?
smoke.
That sounds
I'm just
gorgeous
drinking-
to me.
I'm drinking bear piss in a
The-
forest fire.
A glass full of soot.
Yeah.
Don't let it ruin your next beer after that, though.
You're getting me a little excited with all these descriptions. Like, I'm happy about
That
this.
is disgusting.
Like, yes.
All right, guys, welcome back for another episode of the Hoppy Craftsmen. We are here at Dark Sky Brewing. As usual, it is me, Nate, my buddy,
Chris.
And we are
and Ed. And Ed
happy
is-
to be here.
And Ed's happy to be here.
Exactly.
We got a couple guests. Ryan, our good buddy, as usual. So hello.
Hello.
Which I think Ed and I were talking earlier. We have a title for.
Yeah, your title card is getting pretty big. You're
Oh yeah.
the Barley Wine is Life ambassador.
Yeah.
Defending beer chugging champion.
Yeah, five-time undefeated.
Five-time undefeated beer chugging champion.
Justin still got me even with a head start.
And then
And Nick as well.
Oh,
Dark Sky.
hold on.
Yeah, let's make sure.
hold
we
on,
get
we're
that.
not done with
Yeah,
Ryan's
we're-
title.
Oh, we're not. Okay, we're not introducing you yet. Sorry.
There was
You're not here.
there was one more,
It's okay.
which was Meet Me in the Pit champion as well.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
He talked
Hopefully
all
we-
that shit.
hopefully
and I
we
told him not to.
That's what
that's right. I forgot about that one.
Wes gets it.
Hopefully, we got a few extra names for Nick.
No, and that's when we were like, I don't know
And
if we should do it
and Nick.
because we don't have
And
anything for Nick.
Okay.
Nick, do you have any titles?
Yeah,
that you
or
want?
Not yet.
self-provided or self.
Like a Apollo Creed style.
He survived the plague last year,
There you go.
which is why
Yeah.
he wasn't on this with us.
Plague
That's right.
survivor.
That's a good
Plague
one. I'll take it.
survivor.
Sorry to anyone who has actually ever had plague. I'm not trying to downplay it, but yes, I was
How dare you.
hurting last year's anniversary
That's right.
pretty darn hard.
I remember that.
But yes, I'm Nick. Hi.
Well, thanks for joining us this time, man. Happy
Oh,
to have
hell
you.
yeah. Hell yeah. Thank you for having me.
So we had the bright idea to do a podcast the day after your anniversary party. So we figured we'd start off with what are your guys', in your professional opinion, the best hangover cures?
Yeah, you guys got any you yourself use?
Any trade secrets?
The Ron Swanson like wet pair of socks before bed.
Whoa.
You learned two things today, Nick. Sorry.
Yeah.
Dang. Gotta try that.
Yeah. No wet socks. But
Do you put them on your feet or do you just put them on you?
one wet sock.
Yours are clean. Oh god.
Oh. Oh god. I'm sorry.
No.
Anyway.
So yeah, any hangover cures?
You just reminded me that I do have half of a coconut water really far away right now, so I'm kind of sad about that. But that's definitely a go-to coconut water. I
All
think.
right, nice.
Yeah.
I was always told that more liquor or beer just
hair
not,
of the
don't
dog.
stop.
Start over.
Yeah, start over.
Can't
Yeah.
have a hangover if you don't stop drinking.
That true words.
True.
And then you're asleep by 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, well, you know, they're all downsides of things. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
We can do.
Shriveled up, dehydrated. I think saisons are a great hangover cure. I don't know.
Just because.
Just a nice
Just
little
because you happen to be
farmhouse.
drinking one.
Hazy IPA looks
It's like a
horseshoe,
good,
so.
just because I happen to be having one.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. But like, really, I was thinking just that low alcohol, like just kind
Yeah.
of like land the plane nice and softly.
Right.
that would be
soft
the
landing.
power of thought, like just positive, like
Positive
Yeah, like-
reinforcement.
I don't feel like shit. I
don't-
don't feel like shit.
This will make me feel better.
For the record, I'm not hungover. I have altitude sickness.
that's what we were told this morning. We had
Oh,
like this
Nice.
instead.
Apparently they're the same symptoms, so
Yeah.
I'm going to go with that one.
Yeah, it's the Lindsay Lohan dehydration kind of thing.
Perfect.
I'm not going to rehab. I'm on vacation.
I wasn't high on heroin. I was dehydrated.
Well, I'm sorry to hear about your altitude sickness.
No, it's a hangover.
It's due to the altitude, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You got any
Doesn't
yourself,
help.
Ryan?
I'm just a big water and ibuprofen guy.
Yep.
Boring, but like
Tylenol extra strength this morning for
Yep.
me.
In the morning or before bed?
before bed.
Yeah, if you can get it.
Yep.
If you remember, or if you're
Yeah.
at a hotel and you don't have any until the next
Water
morning.
or
No, water we had.
oh, okay. Just making sure. Anyway, we stay at the roadway again. You didn't have water or something there.
Yeah. Sometime the weeds right before bed is a nice touch too. Just put you right to sleep.
Yep.
You wake up feeling pretty groggy though, which is the problem. Yeah, you don't feel
And,
like
and
shit.
and let you just keep.
Yeah, this you just
There's-
smoke all the time.
You smoke all the time, and then you
Not
just
a
wake up
problem.
and you're like,
Yeah. It's not an issue.
This is normal. That's fine.
I can't. I have to be a functioning member of society.
Yeah.
But
that
yeah, I
makes
will say
sense.
this: when you messaged us at 9 a.m,
Yeah.
that was pretty surprising.
I was like, hey, this guy's ready to go. I think it was like 8 something.
Was it 8?
I'd been up at 6.
Yeah.
Well, I was up at
exactly,
6 too, but I have a
Yeah.
small child that bothered me a bunch.
Oh.
Wouldn't let me sleep. So that's
All
great.
right. Coconut water and some ibuprofen.
All good things.
Get rid of the water. Just use coconut water and ibuprofen.
Whoa.
Combine the two ideas. You're all set.
Nothing but good ideas in this show. So maybe we should talk about why we actually the anniversary party, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe we should talk
Why
about
we
that a little
came
bit.
here?
Yeah,
Why we
came
drove here yesterday?
Yeah.
I had a good time. I can tell you that. And I was surprised. I did not know you guys went and got a pizzeria put in your brewery.
We did it so fast, nobody even knew.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, when did it happen? When did it go live?
Thursday 2 weeks ago. Or,
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I don't want to get us too
2 weeks ago
sidetracked. But
Thursday.
that's
Yeah.
awesome,
No, that's fine.
We built it in 4 weeks.
man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And
So
it's
last week we
such a
talked
legit
about
pizza oven. I'm sorry. It's beautiful.
Isn't it?
It's fucking
Yeah,
amazing.
it's like
great.
cherry apple red,
It's
just like
awesome.
or a candy apple, cherry apple red.
Yeah,
that's a
and-
thing.
2 reds.
Yeah.
And pictures don't
Seriously
do it
good.
justice because it's a
No.
lot bigger than it looks in the photos.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
yeah.
It is gorgeous.
That's what I tell. Yeah.
Don't worry, just see it in person.
I'll I'll show you next time.
So yeah, we piled in the car yesterday to come up here for your anniversary, and it was a good time.
How was the drive?
You know, actually, it was pretty good because we left at like 11, so we
Nice.
didn't get too much traffic.
And then we got sidetracked and going to Cottonwood and drinking a bunch of wine with Ed's lovely wife,
Yeah,
one
they're
of our
trying-
patron supporters.
They were
Oh,
trying
cool.
to class
Where'd you
on
go?
the show.
Stronghold.
Oh, yeah. Got to go to Merkin.
It's always so busy.
I know. The food there is amazing.
Yeah, look, Chris was really confused by the Osteria.
Yeah.
He couldn't get past like what that even was.
Listen, we were told that we're a lowbrow leisure activity, and so I'm not sure what some of those fancy terms are, like Osteria. So
Yeah.
trying to live up to the hype.
Yeah. I have
Isn't it just-
no idea. Is that a flightless bird?
A large
Osteria.
flightless bird.
We were hoping it was an oyster bar, but
Oh,
but it doesn't mean that
I
either.
thought that too.
Osteria.
Oh, there you okay, I got that.
I think
All
it's like
right. It can be now.
Italian food.
Yeah, I think
but
we were
like
told it's
smaller
Italian.
amounts or
It's like
something.
bite-sized Italian food.
Yeah.
A moose bouche.
Yeah.
Amuse douche.
Whoa.
Living up to our name, I love it.
Yeah,
That works
good
out great.
stuff. So yeah, 4th anniversary.
Yeah, it was a good time. So we were talking about what kind of so some of the beers we had last night. What was your standout beer, Nate, that you liked?
Cause and Effect was super good the second time around, like you said.
Yep.
I agreed. That was super good.
So that was
really
for
good the
everybody.
first time, but
Listen, that was one.
that was the one they smashed Rowley with
Yep.
over at
Yeah,
Irene's.
so this is the second use fruit, same beer, same
Okay.
barrel, just came back out again.
Super
So
good.
cause and effect is pretty fitting.
Yeah, right.
The cause of Wes talking shit was a pie in the face, which was the effect.
Perfect.
That pie went everywhere.
They're probably still cleaning.
I
it.
yeah.
Donnie called the Uber like as she was counting the votes. I'm like, Bonnie, hurry up! Like we got to get out of here. She's like, you leaving? I'm like, Uber's outside. I'm like, let me just pie this dude in the face. Get out of here. We ended up beating him 13-1, and I told you guys last night I was going to say this.
Yes.
I think he voted for himself, so it wasn't a shutout.
It could
Oh
Oh
no!
Wes.
13-1.
We
Yeah.
thrashed him.
It's a
with
skunk.
Wow.
Listen, we,
that 10-run rule.
You would have thought someone just had been like out of would have thrown him one out of it.
Right.
Obviously,
throw him a bone.
DSB's going to win here, so let's just put in. I'm sure I didn't,
it
frankly, but yeah, it was too good.
was awesome.
Biggie Smalls was really, really good. The juice, I think
Juice Box Heroes?
I wanna say
Juice
Juice Press,
Box
but yeah, Juice,
Heroes.
I know. Well, you can't help do that.
Yeah.
every time you
Juice
say it.
Box
It's great.
Heroes was good. Gave
But
me
does
some
that- does that
acid.
even count? 'Cause it's
like
like-
I said, like 8.
It's like 2%, so it is like juice, right?
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that's
There was-
super crushable.
There were chunks of strawberry floating around in it. It
Oh,
was
for sure.
it was
That's the
awesome.
point.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was not a problem.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Then none shall pass. I think you pointed
You
out
guys
to me
had a
last
list
night.
in front of you?
That was
Just
awesome.
my
You do
memory.
too. It's really weird.
Bizarre.
Using my
There's
memory.
menus on the table.
It's my memory, which is not very good.
Yeah, none shall
You
pass.
guys are
is
so
really
professional.
Which was crazy because it was the 13, right?
Yeah.
13% didn't taste like 13%. That thing was
No.
dangerous.
Yep.
Good. Yeah, there wasn't the least bit of alcohol detection in that. Like it was just. I thought it was like buttery pancakes.
With maple
That's
syrup.
how I
Yep.
just described it. Like
It was so good.
that was my
Oh,
favorite
shit,
until
I
I saw
didn't have one of
13%. I was like, yeah, I should probably only have one of
Let
these.
me try that. You were mentioning something interesting when I came up to the bar a little while ago. What was your most popular beer from last night? I mean, and I found this to be pretty surprising. But
Mountains of Mosaic. It's always on top, no matter what's on tap.
it's crazy.
It's always on top, no matter what's on tap. Mountains of Mosaic.
Go ahead and get that printed out. That's a shirt.
Ain't cut. All right, we're gonna.
No, I mean
that out.
I think that's really cool, man, because that just shows what a really good beer that is. So it makes sense why it's your flagship.
Yeah.
It's a super good one.
It's so funny. I was listening to last year's, the third anniversary one, and we talked about this. So
Yeah.
It was your flagship, and it's most popular, and it still is.
Yep.
So that's super cool.
Even when you put 16 other incredible beers on tap for one night. I mean, you guys have always a lot of good beer on tap, but there's some good ones, especially good ones last night. I guess it's not surprising because it's a great beer, but it is interesting. So.
Yeah, it makes sense and it doesn't make sense at the same time.
Right, exactly. You think people come in, they're like, I've had 500 Mountains Mosaics because I live near here.
But that's
I'm gonna have some
the most
opportunity
bizarre
there.
thing. Why we decided to start this place was I don't know. I was burned out on people's flagships. I'm kind of over it.
Yeah.
And I still don't really fully grasp the concept. Seeing that that still oversold everything last night.
It's wild.
Right.
And
Ridiculous.
by how many pints?
We poured 147 of those by itself.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Crazy.
especially when you see the popularity that Cielo Oscuro got, and that's
Oh, yeah.
being from the valley, it could be a different
Yeah.
dynamic. We don't know what you Flagstaff people like to
I mean,
drink.
Flagstaff likes their
Everything.
regular stuff.
Yeah, and if you're coming in, you might have a Cielo, but you're going to have a Cielo. And then Mountains of Mosaic, you're going to have 2, possibly 3 of them. So that helps
True.
also that you can just
Yeah.
slam down a couple. And we've actually...
Fine, that's why it happened.
Yeah, well, no, we actually pulled it away from everybody for a little while too. We haven't
Right.
had it on tap, and so it's kind of like
That's
Probably a
awesome.
couple
kinda
months.
finally.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder, right?
Mhm.
We're like that crack dealer.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Give 'em a
that's
taste.
that's a genius move, though. That's a genius move.
Yeah, we do it on purpose,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah, I swear we
100%.
ran out of that on purpose for the last 2 months.
Until someone goes, "Where's Mountains Mosaic?" It's like, "Oh fuck, we haven't brewed that in over a month." Yeah.
But usually it's because you guys like to brew different styles and different beers. It's not so much, you don't want to sit here and brew the same thing over and over. Am I right?
Exactly.
No, not at all. That sounds awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Sounds like
so
hell.
over 100 again this year.
A lot more.
A lot more than 100.
What was it? 126.
123, 126. Yeah,
Yeah.
120s.
So everybody that's listening that hasn't listened to past episodes, you guys brewed over 100 beers every year you've been open now. And you've been on this 4th anniversary, so that's amazing.
Yeah.
According to Untapped, we were at 426.
Wow.
Impressive.
So you'll be way past 500 by the time
Maybe by the end of
5th year-
summer. I don't know.
by the
Right.
5th year rolls around.
Those sour barrels,
Oh,
now
yeah.
that we're turning those so fast, those in itself are going to be, maybe we'll take care of at least half the next 100.
Jeez.
Well, I guess that's the question.
That's awesome.
Coming, the thought behind Dark Sky that you get the impression down in the Phoenix area is before it's explaining Dark Sky. It's well, what should I get there? Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
There
is no
Have you
answer.
guys
It's all
made,
good.
Have you made that your calling card now? It's it's not going to be the same. So do you find it has?
Do you remember when we
crossed
first
that?
opened, when people would come back in a week later and they're like, "Where's that beer?"
Yeah, Stragave.
Yeah.
Come back in a week later. Yeah, where's Stragave? It's gone.
Yeah.
What do you mean it's gone? We made it. It's done.
We made it. You drank it.
we're on the
You're
next
welcome.
Coming back.
Yeah, I think it's been our calling card even before we started Dark Sky. When we were homebrewing, a lot of homebrewers, or I think a good amount of homebrewers, go and try to perfect that IPA or perfect that, pale ale and stuff like that. We never did that. We were doing what we're doing now from the beginning, and yeah, it took a definite amount of time for people to get that, and it still does. And it's a little bit upsetting to them, but when we throw another pint of something either similar or something that they are gonna eventually enjoy, and you see their eyes light up and they're like, oh crap, okay, I'm good, I can come here and find something.
Yeah.
I hope.
There's totally something to be said for just doing limited runs of things and keeping it limited, because that's awesome. That's fun too. It's this hasn't been on for a year. Need to
Yep.
get up to DSB this weekend ASAP.
Yeah.
And that's not, the reason was just what
course,
you
yeah.
said. It's fun
Yeah.
for us.
Yeah, for sure.
Because when we first were doing that, I mean, no like hipster warning or anything like that. Like no one else was sitting there producing different beer after different beer after different beer.
Yeah.
So it was taking a chance. It wasn't some awesome marketing scheme or something
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
for sure.
It's kind of grown into something.
I
honestly.
remember,
it's
I remember
totally
Matt
taking a
Treadway
chance.
looking me dead in the face and saying, "You're fucking stupid."
He was the one that said that?
Yeah.
Oh,
That
okay.
doesn't sound like
Him,
him.
well,
at all,
him and
yeah.
Alex both said it, but I was like, okay. And then we saw him a year later at a party in the Pines in Prescott, and they walked up and looked at our tap list, and we had Blood of My Enemies down there. They hadn't had it yet, and I gave them both some. They took a drink, and they both looked at me and just shook their heads. They're like, "You fucker!" Like they knew, like
They did.
we had beat them in some way. Like,
Deep down inside.
yeah. So that was like probably one of the most satisfying moments of my life. I was like, "Yeah, fuck you guys."
That's awesome.
But now they're like
That's
our
super
super good
awesome.
friends. so-
Right.
Yeah, it's great the way you guys keep things original here. It really is.
So last year's was a tiki theme, and there was
Mm-hmm.
snow. This year was derby. Well, there's snow like 2 days before, right?
Yeah.
It was like it melted luckily in time. But yeah, so derby. Did
Yep.
you do last night?
Yep.
I saw a bunch of inflatable horses flopping around somewhere. It was interesting.
And then did you see our little blow up horses also?
Yeah. No,
Yes.
yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my daughter wanted one of those.
Terrible
These
joke.
are so awesome.
Yeah, Kentucky Derby theme. Had some horses
damn it.
around and yeah.
One deflated
No,
at about 2 in the
missed
morning
it.
last night with its head on the bar.
Cut off.
That's when the party
Yeah,
was over.
yeah. Somebody
We're
take this guy
done.
home.
Everybody go home.
That's awesome.
That next year is Woodstock themed.
Wow, you're
planned
planning-
already.
Yep, and we're gonna try and take over the parking lot next door, and
Nice.
we'll see.
Kick those hotel people out. We don't need
Trying to
park
build relationships here.
Yeah.
Give us your parking lot.
Yeah.
I would don't start with that.
Yeah.
That's probably the way to do
I'm
it.
trying to build a
Step
to us.
8, not step 1.
But that's awesome.
Yeah,
So definitely shooting for 500 beers, I'm guessing, for this coming year. Over.
I
You
don't
said?
know. Sure, why not?
All right. You go crazy to go 800.
Ugh,
Get started right now.
maybe. She's brewing right now, so
Yeah, there you go.
Perfect.
Hey, Oreo just came out with a ton of flavors, so you
I
got
know.
plenty to play with, right?
That pistachio one.
I get tagged on the daily on that shit.
Do you? Probably every new flavor, anything.
It's starting to get obnoxious.
Yeah,
Kind of over it.
So what you're saying is we should all tag
dude.
Ryan.
Yeah, you just put
On
the call
Instagram.
out
Yeah.
there.
Just like my mayo, my hatred for mayonnaise.
I didn't know that either. Well,
Random
now-
people I've never even met.
just know that you don't like mayo.
Yeah, they know it now that I'm like an ultra hater of mayonnaise.
I like mayo, do you, man?
Yeah,
I don't even know you.
not a fan.
Not
Ryan at darkskybrewing.com.
Yes.
Send all the. Oh, you really want to get him?
Miracle Whip.
Photoshop Danzig smearing Miracle Whip all over himself.
No.
There was a time when you were getting a bunch of
Dude,
Danzig.
the Danzig stuff too. I don't know where that came from.
I can Photoshop like a mofo, so that's
Not a fan
Oh,
of-
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we know what the,
I mean,
the
it's
picture for
entertaining.
this episode would be. Huh?
Well, I think I
Oh,
photoshopped
no, I'm
him
just-
out of a couch one time.
Not a fan of Danzig, though.
I don't know.
I don't know. You just-
Danzig's
you just-
fine. I don't know how this
someone-
started, but all of a sudden I was just being like inundated with Danzig memes.
It's funny.
Yeah.
So we are drinking beer, by the way, too. I guess we should talk about that.
Yeah,
What are
well,
we
three of
drinking?
us are on original.
No.
Yeah.
What?
No.
It's delicious.
Yeah, well.
I just got you around to like what I thought was our best IPA on tap.
Yeah.
Aw,
was
there
like-
you go. Well, I chose this, and then you guys probably
Yeah.
started, but either way.
Bunch of followers.
Yeah. I'm drinking Opportunity Be Knocking.
Ah, that's what I'm drinking, too.
Yeah. And Ed.
Me as well.
All right. What do you got over there, Nick?
I have our lime dandelion farmhouse. It is
Nice.
3.6%. So, like I said,
Yeah.
landing that plane this morning
Yeah.
nice and
It's
softly.
a nice soft landing this morning.
Is it dandy?
It is dandy. We've used dandelion before, I think once before, and nothing really quite came out. But this one, it did.
Mhm.
You know, I love this beer.
That's awesome.
It's very
love it.
spring.
Very springtimey.
Yeah.
Oh, that kind of spring. That kind of. Where's the sound? Where's the soundboard when you have it?
Oh, I'm right here.
Oh, there we go.
You're looking at him.
You just do this.
His favorite movies, Police Academy.
Yeah. Oh, that guy.
All
that
nine
guy
of
should have
them.
been our president right there.
The bleeps, the creeps, and the sweeps.
Whoa.
I'm not gonna do them.
I don't know what those are.
The bleeps, the creeps, and the
That's
sweeps.
from a different movie altogether.
That's Spaceballs.
It's Spaceballs.
Yeah.
It's
But the same guy, though.
Same guy.
Yeah.
Michael Winslow.
Yep.
Hey, thanks, Ed.
That's what I'm here for.
There we go. That guy from those movies.
Yeah.
We all
You know.
like. We don't know his name. There we go. Good job, Ed.
Boom. What are you drinking, Ryan?
Oh,
Yeah.
Terminal Equity.
Ah,
Another-
going a
another
little
hazy
higher.
IPA. Yeah, might as well go big.
Double.
Yep.
And you actually told us a good story about how that beer was named too.
Yeah, we had the soft opening for Pizza Coletta here, and Alex Phillips, who's the head honcho over at Grand Canyon, he kept saying he didn't understand how we keep expanding in the same place. He thought we were out of room, and we hit Terminal Equity 2 years ago. I looked at him like, dude, that is an amazing name for a beer.
He's like, don't.
And we were told that his name is Alexander.
It's Alex.
Yeah. He likes his fancy name to be called Alexander.
He also hates the government.
Well, that's true.
Government.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I can't. You just gave credit for one of our beer names to Alex.
It's true.
Sweet.
I was taken back
Sweet.
by it. Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh, good stuff. Well, we probably should get. We've heard Ryan's backstory. We don't really care about you. We should probably
Yeah,
get Nick's
talked
backstory
enough.
a little bit. Figure out how you got in this crazy business, how you met this crazy guy, or
How you ended up here?
Yeah. Here. I walked around the pizza place and
Boom.
So, well, my mom met my dad in high school.
let's take a way
Oklahoma
back.
I woke up-
City.
Oh, we're
bro.
going way back.
Yeah. No, I guess I'll start like about where the beer started. Well, the beer started way before. You know, we all started drinking beer long time ago. Well, I started drinking beer
At a
long,
legal
long time
age,
ago.
right? Of course.
Absolutely. It was not my dad's
100%.
amaretto when I was 12. So loving beer, found craft beer, found the heavy, hard-hitting stuff. Arrogant Bastard was kind of the one that really knocked me into the craft beer scene. And I was a science teacher, high school science teacher, biology teacher, and I was teaching fermentation as part of the units, like beer, so those kind of started to coincide. And one day for Father's Day, I got a box, a homebrew kit.
Okay.
And so I was like, yeah, for Father's Day, totally going to be, son of the year, boom. We actually didn't end up making the beer. we got busy and it sat in a garage in Phoenix for over a year. And I pulled it out one time, thought it would be still good to make a beer out of
Did you
those
have
ingredients.
in there too?
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
didn't know
Oh,
that.
it was grain. It was
Jesus.
dry yeast.
Jesus.
Yeah. So my
Pour
first,
yeast.
yeah, my first beer is dry yeast, but I mean the heat. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
hundreds of degrees.
Toasted.
So it was a terrible, terrible beer. My first one. No, I mean not terrible enough to where I didn't force myself to drink it, but it wasn't like, hey guys, check this out.
Yeah. Yeah.
You were showing nobody.
No,
How'd that beer
yeah,
come out? Don't worry about it. It's-
yeah.
don't worry- it's fine.
Still fermenting.
yeah.
Dude, that was
Get ready to
3
bottle it.
months ago.
Oh, sorry, I drank it all. I didn't.
Oh yeah, it
have
was
any
so
share.
good
Yeah.
that it's gone. That's right. Sorry about that. So then started making more. Started to get a little better at it. I had a buddy Casey who was brewing with me, and we were just for fun brewing. And I say that because it changed. Met Ryan and Laramie through a mutual friend, and Ryan was really interested in the process as well. And so he's like, hey, can I brew with you guys? Yeah, awesome. So we start in either my kitchen or Casey's kitchen. Ryan comes on. The three of us really at that point start going a little bit more crazy, brewing quite a bit.
We were a 5-gallon production brewery at one point, I think.
Yeah, we were just
was nuts.
turning, burning enough to supply like tasting parties at one point in Ryan's
We
backyard.
had like 7 on tap.
Yeah.
Jeez, it was crazy.
Awesome.
Yeah, so eventually it moved to, I don't remember how long before we opened, but we started brewing in Ryan and Laramie's Architecture warehouse, and because we just started doing more and more, getting the turkey fryer, getting all that stuff. So anyway, long story short, or long story long, we were sitting around the fire as homebrewers do, having that one conversation, hey, we should start a brewery. And most of the people are like, yeah, and then they just forget about it or laugh it off. But no one said no, or no one said stop. And it just kind of kept going. Like you're kind of waiting for like that, like, haha, that was a fun, good idea. But it just
about halfway
kept
through
going.
remodeling this place, I was like, that was a bad idea. We should have done that.
That's what I did. I should have said something at that time.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I
Should've
didn't even
spoke
have.
up.
I was dumb. I was just like, wee. But and I say this each time. It's not just about, you can make the best beer in the world
Right.
and not be successful starting a brewery. You've got to have the puzzle pieces together, and what we had was that. We had Ryan with his construction background, building pretty much everything you see here, along with Jeff, who is an engineer. We still use a keg washer that he built by himself or by hand. Laramie with the business side. They had started a business already, and then I had the brewing and the chemistry and biology kind of background. So it just happened to be like that good little team that worked. We didn't really have to reach out to anybody to pull in different parts. It was already there. So
That's awesome.
That's a completely different story than Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
The
Right.
science teacher that turns into a brewer.
yeah. Well, that would be an interesting life as well.
That drunken backyard conversation could have went a totally different
Yeah, it
direction.
could end up in a totally different
Yeah.
industry.
Brewing's cool, guys, but you want to make some real money?
I've got a sweet recipe for some meth.
The real lab is underneath the brewery.
Oh,
Hey, shh.
now we're all dead. All right, guys.
Yeah.
It's good talking to you.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my quick story.
Awesome. No,
That's who I am.
That's good. Love it. You guys want to take a break, get some beers, and then
Yeah,
we'll
let's
come
do
back,
that.
do some rapid around with
Ooh,
Nick.
some none shall
Yeah,
pass.
We'll put Ryan through it again.
We'll put Nick through the rapid round.
Perfect.
Nice. Oh, bring it.
Yeah. All right, we'll be back.
What?
Let's capture that lightning. all again.
What?
I can't believe that.
Are you kidding me?
And then what did they say?
And then what did you say? No way.
Welcome back, guys. No, I did imagine you hit record now.
I did.
Good. All right. We've all got new beer. We were telling stories off the podcast, so you guys won't get to hear any of that. So
I mean, they weren't
enjoy
really,
that.
they weren't really beer related.
No, they
No.
weren't.
I mean,
They weren't even good stories. They're lame.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
anyway,
don't worry
miss
about it.
anything.
Yeah.
all right. You have some stuff you want to do, Ed? You have some questions, don't you?
Well, what are we drinking?
Oh, that's true.
You're
really need
upset
to
with
get
Chris
music.
because he ruined 2 beers.
Yeah, I believe
man.
these nice gentlemen gave him a stout and a sour, and then he poured them into the same glass like jerks.
And the-
Aw,
It's beer.
Steve
Have
is
fun.
here.
It's beer. Why not just have fun with it?
It's true, I
So I
guess.
did last year when I was here, and that's what I'm doing this year. Fuck you. It's my.
Nick, do you agree that that's fun?
Yeah, for
That's
me,
fun.
I don't have to drink it. So
Yeah. I think those were the same words I said when you were like, I want to try that. I'm like, go for it. I don't give a shit. I might be here.
As long as you're not doing it to mine.
Yeah.
Did your wife just walk in, take pictures, and then leave?
Yeah, you did. She did. And your wife just walked down the street too.
No, she gave me a kiss
Oh.
too.
Okay.
Oh.
We
A
all
random stranger?
Yeah. Don't tell my wife.
So we have some rapid round questions.
No. We got to get through the beers
Oh, beers,
first.
beers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh fuck, man.
We know Chris's abomination.
Nate has a really good memory.
What are you drinking?
My memory. It's what I'm known for.
Yeah, what are you drinking, Nate?
None shall pass. I had to get myself a nice little baby pour here, and I'm excited about it. I haven't even had a sip of it yet.
Try it. Let's try it on the air. Let's see how you,
I hope it's not bad.
Oh, please, no.
what I want is to see his what. How do you like it? Is it?
Oh, it's delicious. Honestly, it's absolutely delicious. And it smells incredible. So yeah, really terrible beer. Yeah, no,
mean,
honestly,
yeah.
it's
We hate
go
it.
ahead and mute their headphones real quick, and then tell us how you feel.
Yeah, tell us the truth.
no, it's good.
right,
Super good.
No,
Mute their
that
mics.
would- that would be
Why, so they
rude.
can't talk? Do you
Yeah.
mean can still hear me?
Well, that's true.
So no.
I can still hear you.
Yeah, this is a None Shall Pass is a Imperial Stout with toasted coconut, hazelnuts, and coffee aged in rum maple syrup barrels. And that maple syrup is right there in the coffee. And yeah,
If
that's
anybody listens to
tasty
this
as fuck.
show, Nate loves reading the back of cans and/or descriptions of stuff.
I don't love it, but I
He does it. Not if he
do
loves
it.
it. You do it
I
a
do
lot.
it. I do it. I would say I love it, but I do it. All right, what are you drinking, you jerk?
Oh, I don't know. It's a weird concoction of a sour and a stout.
Yeah, but
It's
and they were before you ruined them. What beers?
Was it Toast Magoose?
Toast to the Goes,
And then I don't know what the stout you put in it was.
Ride or Die, which is basically just. I think it's the first stout we've ever done without anything in it.
Oh, nice.
And then Chris ruined
That's,
it.
that was
Put
perfect for mixing, I guess.
And
Then.
then we put something in it.
And then Chris put something in it.
Hey, it's delicious. I like it.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, it's probably not
Let me see it.
No, you can't try it. All right, well, here, you can try it. Fine. Pass it over the mixer, though.
Ooh, yeah.
That's what we do.
Right over the,
Yikes.
right over the expensive stuff.
That's what we always do. I don't know what it's a tradition at this point. We have to.
I felt it appropriate to get the
That's pretty good.
Which
the
is hilarious.
Bloodshot IPA.
Uh,
That's what I'm drinking.
last year, this is the exact same thing that happened last year, by the way. I fucking did this. Nate called me a fucking weirdo. Then he tried it, and he was like, "Oh, actually, it's pretty
Pretty
good." So
Yeah, it's because I got. Yeah, I don't know. It is good, I guess.
sorry.
That's all I got. That's all I got for you, man. That's my professional opinion of it.
Yep, he tells the truth.
It's good. What are you drinking, Ed?
I felt it appropriate to get the Bloodshot IPA.
Oh, there you go.
So
I'm glad you drew it out like that. That was nice.
Yeah. Well, that's how it's written.
Oh, okay.
It's actually IEYE.
Dang, brewed with hop
PA.
hash.
Yeah. The
AKA Maui Wowie, AKA Alabama Kush.
Damn.
AKA it's still really just hops.
Yeah, it's
Just in case.
Which I think
Just
we
in case.
promise.
we posted a picture at Forever Homebrewing, like Jeff and I did. We posted a picture. It was like he was holding like hops in his hand.
Oh, yeah, that's
and
right.
we put it on Facebook, and they fucking took it down.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they thought it was weed.
Wow.
We're like,
I've seen a lot of weed pictures on Instagram.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
That's weird.
I mean, not because I'm searching it.
Yeah.
Right? Just-
I don't want to see these.
Hashtag weed.
All right,
I just
and
want to see someone's shitty garden. You know, I don't care about.
yeah, it was some-
I'm interested in aquaponics.
I just want to know how to clean my yard. Okay.
Oh, those weeds.
Yeah.
Proper weed disposal.
What are you guys drinking?
Yeah. What are you drinking, Nick?
We were talking about Mosaic so much. I wanted a little bit of bitter in my life, or a lot of bitter in my life. So yeah, I went with Mountains of Mosaic. When it's on tap, it's on top.
Boom. Save.
Go ahead and make a mark on that.
Cut. Repeat. Press. There we go.
Do you guys have the Jamaican horn sound you can do?
We're working on it. There's one thing we're gonna add to the show. It's that.
You can just get all the 12 West guys, or I mean Grand Canyon guys to.
Yeah, they're really good at it.
And Ryan, what are you drinking?
Toes of the goes.
I've
Salty
been
Hawaiian
loving that
punch.
Yeah, so tasty.
The
It's like a
hazelnut.
sports drink.
The
Does
hazel,
it, does it got electrolytes and shit?
It does.
Yeah.
Performance enhancing.
It's what the plants crave.
Yeah.
I could have that for breakfast every day.
I agree.
I'd like a little one of those with breakfast every day.
Your none shall pass.
Yeah, I'd like that.
You should boil it down into like a syrup to put on your pancakes.
Yeah.
And then
Yes.
just go right back to bed.
Yes. Yes. Oh, you kidding me? That glass that size? That just get me going for the day. That make
Stoke you
lubricate you. All right, now is it time?
Yes, now we
Okay.
can. Wait, nope.
Oh,
Got
wait.
one more thing.
Good to know that. Good to know that's why Chris wasn't talking for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, Chris was working
Yeah,
hard
the
on
Google.
it.
I'm like, no, I have that app. I just couldn't remember what it was called.
Oh, there's an app.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm downloading that.
Yeah.
Where's my
the,
phone?
the other one's this one, which is great.
my phone.
Oh, is that called Nick's Life?
Oh.
Oddly enough, it is. That's weird.
Sorry. All right. So now we're gonna
This
put
fucking anticipation of this question. I'm like, we doing this rapid round?
put Nick through the rapid round, and he's so good at it. He already answered the first question without even knowing. it.
Nice.
What's the first question, Ed?
Wait, we're not
What?
gonna let Nick do it.
What's your name?
Nick's not gonna be able to do it now too.
You mean Ryan?
Oh, I'm sorry. Good lord.
Yeah.
Yes.
How much have you had to drink in the last 24 hours?
This sour and stout to combo together really get you.
It just wrecked you.
It went right through me.
No, we're gonna put Nick through, and Ryan can chime in if he wants to.
All right.
But like I said, he answered the first question because first question is usually what beer got you into craft beer, and you said arrogant bastard.
nice.
Arrogant.
Yeah, arrogant bastard. Or these are like rapid fire, so I'm just not.
They're not
explaining
very
anything.
fast.
Sometimes we
I'll be
get
honest with you, Nick.
derailed.
They don't tend to be.
Arrogant bastard.
They don't tend to be very fast.
Okay.
You're not on a clock, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh damn, that'd be awesome.
But to go with that,
Competitive.
what's your guilty pleasure?
Wrong.
Guilty pleasure beer?
Your moped beer.
Moped beer.
Do I
You don't want
really-
It's
people
been a
in
while since
public
we
to
asked these
see-
questions.
I really have to answer this.
Yes.
As the owner of Dark Sky Brewing Company,
Hey, you're not proud.
We've
of
had
it.
some
That's
good
fine.
answers.
I live right next to Sportsman's, which is a
Gentlemen's Club?
Shitty sports bar.
Yeah, shitty dive sports bar. And no, not the outdoor retail place. And they
I was
have
gonna say, that's dope,
big
dude.
old $3 specials of Rolling Rock. I'm not a hater of Rolling Rock.
On draft?
Yeah, on draft.
Oh. I haven't had it on draft in a while. I've heard it's gotten a lot better.
Yeah, yes. When I lived in New Jersey, and which is right next to Pennsylvania, and that's where Rolling Rock was. I don't know. I'm sure they brew all over the country now, but when I moved out here, I drank some Rolling Rock, and it wasn't the same. But
Yeah.
that was a great story.
So since
It's one time it was good and then it wasn't.
Beer people are our like main demographic though, so that was a pretty decent story for that.
Oh, for sure.
so it might make the next question hard to answer since you admitted Rolling Rock. But what beer would you decline under any circumstance?
Oh.
Under any circumstances,
Gun
that's
to your
hard
head,
for me.
Probably like
your
a-
balls.
Like a strawberry.
Steel Reserve.
No,
Still reserved.
no, I wouldn't. That is actually for
Nick
me.
just looked at me. He's like, "No, I take a strawberry."
Yeah, it's
And then we were talking about
Clamato.
strawberries.
No.
Yeah,
Clamato's
strawberry.
good.
So Still Reserve's not off the table.
No.
Neither is Strawberritas.
You were just about to say something about a strawberry or a different flavor.
Natraday's.
Okay.
Oh.
I haven't had it yet, but it's like all about it's hyped up right now.
Yeah,
Damn.
pink lemonade because you can get like 64 cans in a pack or something.
Natty might be it.
Yeah,
I
you're just like, no,
Don't
no,
like
thank you.
that. Under any
Not
circumstances,
okay.
just kind of trips me up
Yeah.
because like there's a
Gun
lot
to
of
your
I'm
head,
thirsty,
knife to your
I'm
balls.
drinking.
yeah. There's a lot of times I'll just slug something
You've
down.
just crawling through a desert.
I
You
really,
see
really-
a Bud Light or a Coors Light.
I'll drink it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I don't like supporting that company whatsoever, and I'm
But
sure your fans understand that.
But I
Like,
also don't want to die. So
yeah.
you know,
No,
you
not
just-
not usually.
if you're thirsty, if
Usually-
you're thirsty, you're gonna drink.
Dying's a bad idea.
Dying's a bad idea. You know what I really, really don't like is Coronas. I don't like Coronas. There's something
not a
I've-
fan.
No.
Yeah,
I've lost
I can
that
actually
one.
feel that.
I used to like by a pool, but
Right.
I've lost it. That's one that I just no.
I was telling him that wave pool that was at Ren and Pizza Port did. It was a Mexican lager, and that thing. I'm the same way. I was like, you should crush Coronas, and now I'm like, no, I can't do it anymore. But I had one of those just for because they did an IPA version of it, and then they actually did Mexican lager. They were both called wave pool. So I was like, I tried the IPA, might as well try the fucking Mexican lager, and it actually was really good.
Yeah.
It was a really clean lager, so
Yep.
I liked it.
I like Mexican lagers a lot. We did one called Verano a while back, and that yeast can be delicious.
Right.
Absolutely
I think it's just because of the skunkiness, the really
Yeah,
aftertaste
there's
of
something
Coronas
really
are
skunky
It's
just-
actually what we use in all of our pilsners.
Oh, the skunkiness of the yeast.
The Mexican lager use.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, hard question, but there's a couple answers for you.
All right,
We'll
next
choose one of them.
So these are not fast answers
No.
at all.
I don't know why we call it rapid round because there's nothing rapid around it. Not even the way the way he's not asking you quickly. You're not answering
but-
quickly.
Hey, I got to make sure.
What's
you-
go?
We're
you
not-
We rapidly get off subject.
Yeah, there you go.
I think
Okay.
All
Here we
right, here. This one will make rapid. You have 10 seconds to answer this.
10 seconds.
Describe-
Hippopotamus.
Wrong.
Wrong.
There was no wrong answer.
Just
Still got it wrong.
describe the Arizona beer scene in 3 words. Go. 10.
Okay,
Nine.
we're not gonna count.
Does it have to be a sentence?
No, I said 3 words.
See, this is why it's not rapid. 'Cause,
Yeah.
Hey, you're clearly-
Amazing community growing.
Say he did it.
Okay. Fine.
Nate didn't have any.
I was
faith
so excited about that answer, and everyone just got quiet when I said it. I
Ah!
was like, that was awesome.
No, I went introspective. I was
Aw.
like, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's a
in.
good
No,
one.
well,
No, it was so,
internally,
Yeah.
good. We all had to think about it. Like, oh, that's.
Was that an adjective, a noun, and an adjective?
I was counting the
Yes.
number of words
Yeah.
he said, so that's why.
Do you think it's still growing at the same clip it was a year or two ago?
I think, yeah, in a lot of senses,
Yeah.
it is. Yeah, I don't know, like, numbers
And that's not me,
wise.
sorry, disagreeing, but just from your opinion.
Okay, yeah. So subjectively, not necessarily like looking at numbers of like growth and breweries open. Absolutely,
Totally.
I think we're growing. I think we're learning so much from each other. I think even more so right now. But it's a quieter growth, kinda. I feel like there was a big kind of boom going on maybe like 2 years ago or so.
Yeah,
But now we're maturely growing.
absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know if that makes any sense at all.
oh,
So-
absolutely. No, it does.
Yeah, and I think, yeah, it'd be interesting to do the numbers. I haven't looked at it in a while about like how many
Yeah.
per month or per couple months are opening up, and but yeah, no, growing in the sense of quality, of understanding the market better, and really starting to make actual moves towards that instead of just like, I'm throwing this out. I don't know why. We're going to become this kind of brewery, but understanding what's working and what's not working by talking to each other. That's what I think we do pretty well here in Arizona is talk to each other and discuss, and a lot of collaborations and a lot of work together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So we'll do a couple more. See,
Yeah.
you're ruining the rapid
Well,
round. You're
that's
trying
why
to
it's
talk.
not rapid because I
Yeah.
wanted to talk to him
No,
about
it's
it.
got to cut you off. We're going
But-
rapid.
I think that's a great subject because I don't know. I talking to people. The scene here was so out of state influence. People would
Yeah.
just drive to California
Yes.
and go get their hype beers, and like
Yeah.
nobody really were paying attention to like what we were doing. So
You
I
can
think
find it
I
all
think
here
all of us
now.
were playing catch up to like what was happening over there, and I think we finally caught up, and people are starting to realize that we're making as good a beer, if not better, than what's coming out of the hype machine that's LA and San Diego.
And
you
in
know?
in
Yeah.
between that, we're now understanding that we are good at what we're doing.
Yeah.
There was a little bit where we were probably, producing, like you said, like these great, amazing quality beers, but we didn't almost have that confidence. So we still were looking abroad. And now we're like, you know what? Actually, these guys just produced a kick-ass, farmhouse. And I want to talk to them about what they're doing. And so we became more confident in the last year or two.
Makes sense, man. You guys are doing your thing up here firmly.
So a couple episodes ago, we got
Treehouse.
Treehouse from our buddy. He was there. And
Fresh cans.
Super fresh.
Nice.
And we tried him on the show
He stood in a line that I don't know how much you'd have to pay me
to do it.
to stand in
Those
that
lines
line.
are stupid.
Have you seen the new? I'm sure you've seen a photo of their new facility, and the line just wraps.
It's
and it's like 5 wide.
They still sell all that beer out of that facility. It does not leave.
Right.
That's
Besides,
nuts.
in people's cars.
Especially since
Exactly.
the next thing Chris was going to tell you. I mean, yeah.
So we did a show, and we tried all of them, and we did not like any of them.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It was green. It was green.
And it's not even that they were bad or they were just. Someone's just freaking out right now. They're fucking slamming fridge doors.
There's a rage quit about to go down over there. Fuck you guys.
I've had enough of this shit. Or I'm making more fucking dough.
But yeah, I mean, it was it was the green, it was the Julius, it was the Hayes, so it was like the big guys.
Yeah,
and we're
it
like,
was
It was a
core.
good selection, and like I said, they were all fresh. I mean, they warmed once afterwards, but it's
nothing
like
crazy.
they
So
were,
to that token, do you feel like we're all spoiled now with breweries like Tombstone and Puebla Vita making what they're making?
exactly and an opportunity. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I
Like
mean,
beers like that, people would
Exactly.
leave to go get a beer like Opportunity.
Yeah.
But now they don't have to. They don't
Yep.
need to go anywhere else.
And I think we talked on that show where
It
like,
is
listen,
awesome because it's super true though. That's the thing. It's really cool.
I mean, I think we
I
sat
th-
there
I
and we
think that-
named like 10 IPAs that we thought that were from Arizona that were way better than
Yeah.
those
Oh,
beers
yeah.
that people should be clamoring
Like
over.
he just said, I think it all clicked with everybody last year. We're like, yeah, we're doing it, and it's better.
Yeah, it's fun to go to California, but I haven't gone in years for beer alone.
Right.
Yeah.
And I used to do that. I mean, we used to haul ass up to Noble for some cans, and it's like we just don't need to do anything
Nope.
like that anymore.
Yeah.
We can get great IPAs right here, and lots of other beer that people need to realize.
Yeah.
Stouts. Delicious
Stouts
stouts.
and delicious sour stouts.
Yes, delicious sour stouts.
It's kind of cool to see that breakdown too. Like the first thing is like you're traveling for it. The second thing is the kind of cognizant understanding that we do have it here. And
Yeah.
now that third step is because what you just said, you're no longer going there necessarily for it. You find it here. That means whoever and you're posting and all that stuff is going to start to spread.
Yeah.
So it's like you used to pull it from here. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
that little light kind of goes on here in
Yep.
Arizona, and now that light's going to start to spread.
And it
that light is going to start to
and it
spread.
should
This
because it's just a
little
lot of
light.
good beer
Yeah.
up here, and it's just crazy.
And it's been cool communicating with these guys too, like Goldwater, Renhouse, Tombstone, like hanging out with them. Like we all get it now. You
Yeah.
know, it's very exciting for all of us, and it's not like growth in numbers, but it's growth in confidence and
Yeah, knowledge.
just being smarter about what we're doing and understanding like what people want.
yeah.
Do you think the
It's awesome.
people doing the mobile canning and getting cans out there has helped a lot too? Like, get them kind of word out. People be able to
Yeah.
trade them back and forth in the community.
Yep, I think so. And we do bottle releases from time to time in cans when we absolutely can.
Is that
What is
coming
going
through the
on?
microphone?
Oh yeah.
Oh no,
that's-
it's on there, but it's okay.
yeah.
There's somebody
worse is
stuck
happening.
in the fridge trying to get out.
I think somebody got really confused when you told them they were going to be making
That's just
dough
them
and it
taking-
was pizza.
That's just
Chill
someone
out,
in a,
dude.
Yeah.
in a walk-in fridge getting a running start.
Let me out.
It's a guy this tall trying to make it through that door.
Doing like karate kung fu kicks.
Somebody from last night's party that just
Yeah.
didn't left.
Oh no! Oh God! Stuck in there.
Oh hey, man. Hi James.
So we'll do a couple more, and this is one of our newer ones, so we'll open it back up to Ryan.
Funny.
What's your favorite customer? You should do this. Bad or good?
Good. That's a good question.
That is.
That is that a new one? I hadn't heard that one.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
one
nice.
of the newer ones.
I don't do the show all the
We
time.
had a guy poke his head in the brewery like when we first started. He's like, "Hey man, all your hoses are backwards." And like I didn't know if he was fucking with us, but he was dead serious.
No, he was serious.
And I was like,
Holy
"What
shit,
are
I
you
just took a
talking
sip of
about,
beer."
dude?"
That is a classic.
Was he like?
Story.
I think both of us were just like, "Okay."
Well,
And
I
he walked-
definitely went and checked. Like I was like, wait, what?
That guy sounds like he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Was he like? You need to check your sky hooks.
You Your blinker fluid's low.
Got a left-handed pool stick for you guys if you need one.
I don't know. So I don't know if that was like a you should, but that was pretty annoying.
All your hoses are backwards.
I was like, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
He got away with it too. We didn't like
for
respond.
sure.
We were
I
just
was
like,
got
away with it too. You're like, thanks, man.
I was so dumbfounded by the comment. Like I had no comeback. I was like, okay.
It probably was a guy with the driest sense of humor ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're like
Stone cold.
Yeah.
Like,
He walked away, chuckled, got
yeah,
him on that
exactly.
one.
Yeah, walked around the corner. Like,
Got him on that one.
Dude, that'd be me. I would totally laugh at that.
that was really early. Yeah, we were. I don't know
That
what
was
batch
when we were
number. We were
Yes.
way
scared
over
to
the
death.
corner.
You're like, hey, man, our confidence is already kind of rocky over here.
why you gotta say shit like that?
We're already trying to figure this shit out over here.
did you hear? What are we gonna?
Have you been
Have we
watching?
been doing this wrong the whole time?
You're like, sir, my washers run right? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe our beers don't have any alcohol in them now. Crap.
anything else? Like you guys should
Like
make
taking the
sour
whole
stout.
out.
yeah. -8%.
I don't know.
Okay.
Like, but we got a lot of complaints because he and I like love IPAs. And
Oh,
there was a point where we had like 5 beers on tap and 4 were IPAs.
oh, you jerks.
And somebody gave us a real shitty 1-star review, and like
Oh my
Now-
gosh. I wish I could get a job hunting those people down.
now we have 17 beers on tap, like
Or no, just
everything you could possibly
yeah.
imagine. And
Yeah.
that's almost purposeful because of that comment. Like,
Yeah, of course.
I saw an Untapped rating the other day, and it was like, I could drink this all day. This was amazing. 3 stars.
Yep.
was it a Pilsner?
I track them down too.
You see that?
And I don't even want to hurt these people. I just like to print them out and put them and be like, why'd you say that?
Listen.
And
You
then
know what I mean?
delete their
Oh,
account.
I have the best one. I don't know if you saw it, if I sent it to everybody, but this guy gave Magnum Pills half a cap, said tasted like cat piss. Then drank Wide Awake right behind it, gave it 4.5, and he said it probably is a 5, but because I had cat piss beer before this, I'm going to deduct
Seriously.
half a cap. So it was something
I'm
fucking
sorry. If those people were sitting next to you, there's no way they'd say these things.
No.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, that's why I want to track them down, because I want to be like, tell me why. Really?
I'm not naming names, but I've called a dude out in person in here.
Good.
Yeah.
That's so I'm so glad to know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, those internet muscles really get.
Oh, people get so tough on that keyboard.
I have my own homebrew set up at home to make the most badass IPAs.
Listen, yeah. No
You're like,
kidding.
yeah, we did too, and then we opened a fucking brewery.
Yeah,
so
we did
call me
something about
later.
it. You call me later when you open a brewery.
Yeah.
That was my question. I was like, well, you ever going to open a brewery? He's like, no, probably not. All right, well, shut your mouth.
Please stop using your mouth.
Yeah. Close it.
just shut that thing.
So what's left from the infamous
And,
rapid? Not
How rapid
but-
was this round?
The last one is well, it's been you guys have been around 4 years, so would have been some of your oh shit moments, like from opening or stuff that didn't work out or did work out, where you just were like, oh shit.
Oh shit moment. There's one time this guy came in and said our hoses were all backwards.
That was a good oh shit moment.
Yeah.
We almost exploded the HLT on like our
Batch
second
2?
day.
Yeah.
I was like, what's that
What is that
hissing noise? Sounds like a
noise?
jet's taking off.
You're like shit. My hose was backwards.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh crap. It was. That was the whole problem. Yeah, we almost imploded, I think.
Yep.
We almost imploded the HLT on day 2.
Damn.
So that would have set you back for a 4-year goal, right?
If we survived.
Yeah, somebody would have died for sure.
Scalding hot exploding water.
Yeah, no, that would have been a good one.
That hydrostatic pressure is a real son of a bitch.
SAT word. Man, I get that question before, and it's hard to come up with. I mean, we've had a good run. There's every brewer has a story of plugged valves that almost explode, or this or that, or like hot water, that like scalding water that almost burned and stuff like that. But I can't really think of like too many like oh shit.
We're
Like,
fucked.
What? Yeah.
Not too many. Yeah, no, seriously, that's all.
Yeah,
It's a
knock
good one.
on
It's
wood.
a good one.
Well, I think
Ed,
we-
that's some
we-
bad karma.
We've talked about one, and this will kind of bring us out of the rapid round of the whole no more dogs in the brewery.
Oh,
Yeah, that was-
yeah.
I think
Actually,
to the
that was the ultimate oh shit.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sucks.
Wasn't pretty confident that we'd come out of that, but like there was definitely in the back of all of our heads. We didn't really talk about it that
No.
much, but in the back of all of our heads, we were like, "Fuck,"
Yeah.
Yeah.
because that was. And you know what sucked a little bit is I got a lot of responses on either Google reviews, Yelp, Untapped, all this stuff, or even just straight emails of people being like upset at us about it. And, like at us, like we didn't.
Like
I want
you
everyone
did
to
it.
know we
Dude,
didn't make
Like
the
it was
decision.
your personal choice. to
Yeah.
make that
we were
happen.
Laramie and I were sitting at the bar at Hops from me to Ed from these people, just berating Nick and I and Laramie for what we did.
No friggin'
And,
way.
Dude, we were sitting there and I was like, this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like I stayed quiet, but I was just like shaking my head. I'm like, if this is happening like 2 feet away from us, like what's going on like at every place in town? Like what are they saying about us personally? Like
Yeah.
I just wanted to be like, dude, I didn't do shit. I'm like, blame the state health code.
Right.
Like there was nothing we could do. Like we were hopeless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it tough is because that initial opinion or like, oh, this was their decision. It's like,
I mean, literally, if we ignored it and allowed dogs in here and we got caught, we'd be shut down.
Yeah.
And you can't.
And
You'd
that
be done.
can't happen.
That's not.
No.
yeah, because that would be a great business decision too.
Yeah.
Such a dog friendly city like Flagstaff.
Yeah.
No, we want nothing to do with
Yeah.
dogs.
Dang,
Like,
that guy's got a
What is
whip.
going on there?
Himself a ride.
Oh, I missed it.
Some guy just went by on a tricycle that was just decked out.
It's like the Batmobile of tricycles.
We
I
get a
don't know
lot
what
of
it was.
interesting people like crossing the country that come through here. That guy might be just going for it.
Dude, he had a lot of orange "See Me"
Yeah.
signs on him.
You need those
Please
on the
don't hit
freeway.
me. Yeah, that sucks. I can't imagine telling off a brewer and then trying to go back to that brewery.
And you want? Do
You
you want?
won't let me bring my dog in your brewery anymore?
Do you want?
What's
to
up?
And then
But
do-
when's Blood coming back?
Yeah. Really looking forward to that next release, though, man. Have a good.
Yeah.
I said, do you want to try it right now? We have two of them. You just
No, I like you guys too much. I couldn't even fake. I couldn't
thanks,
make
man.
up an issue.
Yeah, that was tough.
Yeah, shit
but,
happens, though.
What you do, what you do. When I was a teacher, they said, adapt or die, and so we did. We expanded our patio.
Yeah, we got a sweet patio out back, plenty of room.
Yep, we decided if they're going to do that, then okay, we'll just straight up put food in here anyway.
Yep.
Got Pizza Clutta in here, and yeah.
Yeah.
And it's still, there's a good sized patio in the back for the dogs. We still support
So that-
dog foundations like through events and stuff like that.
Well, that's super interesting. So this was on kind of like almost you guys' response, kind of like if we can't have dogs in here, we might as well get legit food made in here.
Yep.
yeah, I mean
That's
that
kinda
wasn't
tight.
the
No,
only
I know,
deciding
but
factor, but yeah.
absolutely. But even if that factored in even a little bit, that's awesome.
It was
I
kind
just
of
think that's cool.
our move to stick it back to the man.
Yeah, dude. It's
Like,
like
it
fine, we
felt
can't
really
have anybody
good.
here. We're gonna just straight up produce food out of here then.
Yeah,
and
that'll-
really not have a reason to have
That'll
dogs.
show them.
Yeah, stop us now.
Well, it's good to discuss that.
Don't say that.
It's
Yeah,
kind of
don't do that. That's bad.
it's just kind of good to discuss, I think, because I think from the outside looking in, they could be like, "Oh, they added a pizza place, so now we can't have dogs in here." It's like, no,
No,
that's
exactly.
not. It's
Well,
not
that-
how it went down.
I've definitely gotten that
It's
comment
clearly
too.
not how it went down, and I think that's kind of important to discuss because it's like, yeah, we're not selfish in that, right? We're like, okay, we can have dogs. All right, well, let's get some food in here then. Yeah, screw
Well,
it.
Like, what else are we supposed to do? All of us have basically all of our life savings into this thing. Like,
Yeah.
there's no turning back now. Like, either we make it work or we quit.
Right.
Can't really quit because then,
Yep.
that's a lot of stainless steel worth of debt sitting there. Somebody gonna come knocking eventually.
In a
Yeah.
giant ass pizza oven sitting behind you.
And not only like that side of it, but I mean, we employ
employees,
like 15 people.
Yeah, exactly.
That make a great living and live in a really cool place, and they love being here. Like
Yep.
Yeah,
that to me is
Can't end for a dog.
no.
And we love dogs. And that's the amazing thing. It's like that's a wonderful thing about the community here. But it's not like they can't come down here and still have a beer with their dog.
Yep.
Enjoy the patio.
Yep,
Exactly.
totally.
So yeah. Next one, Eddie, or was that it for the
No,
wrap?
that was a
around?
transition
Okay.
out of the wrap
Oh,
around.
okay. Good transition.
Can we end
Like
on a
that.
good note? That one's bums
Yeah,
me
we're gonna
out.
go.
No,
We're
we
gonna
had a
go up
couple.
from here. We're gonna go up
Yeah.
from here.
Well, I actually want to more about the pizza stuff. So, I mean, last year we actually, when we talked about the third anniversary. You guys just got a food truck.
Yeah.
You got signs and stuff. And now we're here a year later, and now you have pizza. How
Yeah.
did that happen? Like, how did we go from a food truck to pizza?
So it was this crazy chain of events that happened. It was the health department coming in here saying we can't have dogs.
Right.
What followed was Larry and I were running the food truck, and we had just fucking had it.
Yeah.
Like it was
Not-
ripping all of us away from doing what we are good at, which is making beer and
Not a
making
fun
people
business
happy.
to run.
Right.
No, it was not. I mean, it was fine. You know what I mean? It was quote unquote profitable. Like it maintained itself, but just
Yeah.
dealing with staff issues and repairing the truck every day, like it was killing us
Right.
mentally and physically. And I was like, fuck it. Like just get that thing out of here. Like I I will stand by this comment forever. Fuck food. We're never doing food ever again. I don't fucking care. Like, I was so over it. 1 week later, I go on a big bike ride with Brian. He used to run the front of house at Pizza Coletta at the other location. And he just starts asking me the same questions you guys did. Like, oh, what happened with the dogs? What happened with the food truck? And I told him, like, fuck food. I fucking hate it.
We're
I'm
fucking
over it. I
done
don't
with
care.
food. Fuck
And he's
food.
like, hey, Caleb has an extra pizza oven, right? I was like, oh,
No.
yes.
You're like, tell me more.
He's like, just send him a text, like, see what he says. And, I texted Caleb and I was like, look, dude, you can tell me to pound sand and fuck off right now, but like, what do you think about putting the oven in Dark Sky? He's like, sweet, you want to meet Monday?
That's
And that
so
was
badass,
we started those
dude.
talks in like January, I think, and there was a lot of like stuff we had to discuss with like the layout here and what we had to move and what it was going to take. But we signed the sublease with them March 4th, and then the soft opening was April 15th.
That's awesome.
So we turned it
That's
in like
cool,
4
man.
weeks and a couple days.
And it looks great here. It looks great in the spot. It looks like it was meant to be here. It looks like you guys planned it from the start. So
Yeah,
that's a win.
They
That's a big
did.
part
They
of
just
it.
didn't tell anybody.
Yeah. No,
Like, we had this plan
it's
the whole
a great
time.
low little. I mean, it fits right in the center of the room. I mean, it looks really good.
It feels bigger almost because of it's open.
Oh,
It's-
for
It is
sure.
wild.
It's crazy.
It is kind of like it seems like you guys didn't lose a lot of room somehow.
No.
It's-
No.
Made it more airy.
The brewery
Yeah.
lost a lot.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
You're like
We squeezed Tiffany
Yeah.
pretty good.
Nick's like where I hang out lost a lot of room, but that's
So
fine.
it was funny. We moved the tanks once, and I was like, all right. I started building this wall where all the tiles on with the window in it.
yeah.
I was like, fuck, dude, we need like 2 more inches. And Tiffany wasn't working that day. I was like, I'm gonna move these tanks. She won't even notice. She comes in the next morning, and I am not making this shit up. She's like, something's moved. I'm like, how did you know?
This is not the same.
Yeah.
She went to
But
pour something in
That's
and missed.
funny. Yeah, by like 2 inches. She just wasn't even.
I talked her off the cliff.
good.
I was like, it's gonna be okay. I swear.
It's 2 inches. It's fine.
There's 3 more tanks coming. We're gonna figure out what it is.
Jesus.
I'm just kidding. They're not.
Not anymore.
We have no more room.
Yeah, they fit this in perfectly. Even with the coloration, like instead of going bright white, they went with the dark tile. And yeah, people have said just that. They're like, it looks like this has been here the whole time.
Yeah.
It just fits well. The whole little area they have there just fits well.
And Caleb and James, like, they're in here like just uber focused. Like their detail is insane. Like they're on it. Those guys like
That's killer.
planning out and like mapping out and this, that. It was cool to watch them work.
Right.
And then Ryan and Tim jumping in and doing the construction with them. It was just, I mean, no one does that as fast as they did. No one does that.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fun to sit at the pizza bar right there and just watch customers come in, stare at it, and their words are always, when the fuck did that happen?
Yeah, I
Like,
bet.
it's still happening. And I think
I
that
bet.
was like the gift and the curse. Like, yeah, sure, we got it open super fast, but nobody even knows what's going on in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's that
That's
movie
true.
with
They don't know
Michael,
how-
Michael Keaton where they're building the cars and like they're not even finished yet? Like
Gung Ho.
no.
That's that car. That's that movie with Michael Keaton where they built the cars.
Is
though.
it?
Yeah, it's called Gung Ho.
I don't think I've
Multiplicity?
You've never seen that?
Well,
So
Multiplicity.
please don't argue with
Mr.
me on
Mom.
Michael Keaton movies.
Sorry.
Okay? No.
No, he's like sitting there like pretending to shine the windshield and
Yeah.
there's no windshield in the
Oh.
car, like
That's funny.
because they're
Yeah,
trying
yeah,
to
yeah.
pass an inspection or like get funding or something.
Yeah, they
like
found
that.
him in
So-
the engine bay.
Yeah.
No.
Hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it went up super quick, and you see, like, I mean, there's a lot of construction and expansion going on with new locations and stuff. And it's like, how the hell did coming in here and seeing like the progression of it? It's like, how the hell did they get this done that fast? And it looks like this. Like, it looks amazing in here.
It's terminal equity, man. we may never hit it.
I like. I just
We still got to go up.
yeah, got room to go.
Yep,
Yeah, it's awesome. It's just a pretty epic combination.
it is.
Yeah, pizza and beer. Who would have thought?
Pizza
weird,
and beer,
right?
but more so DSB and these guys, Pizza Coletta. You know,
Well,
In my opinion, that this is some of like the best food in the entire state.
Yeah.
And it's shocking me that it's like
those meatball sandwiches
those look
were.
insane.
Oh, you got one?
nuts. Oh my god!
I
And
didn't get a
wait,
sandwich.
And I had a
Remember-
bee's knees too, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
I got one. He got one. He got one.
You get one. You get one.
Yeah, we
you
all-
get a meatball
I
sandwich.
hope,
You get a meatball
He was under
sandwich.
my chair. That wasn't how it was supposed to be at the party. I thought everybody.
What's that?
I reached in my chair and pulled a meatball
Yeah,
sandwich out.
yeah. Everybody reach into your chair. Everybody
I
right
wouldn't
now,
have
reach into your
eaten
chair.
that.
There's a meatball sandwich right now.
I was super excited.
Well, it's
That's
funny. Like
awesome.
we drove separately up here, and we all met up here for the party, and like obviously we're here for the anniversary party to drink beer and do the podcast, and the first thing we all mentioned was like, did you see the pizza sandwich on the way up? And it's like, yeah, I'm getting one of those.
That's happening.
Dude, it was nuts.
The talk and drool was already happening
Yeah,
on the way
yeah.
up here.
So I got a question to follow up on that. So you said like, I'm done with the food truck. We're not doing this.
Mm-hmm.
So Nick, what was your reaction when he's like, okay, we're putting a pizza thing in here?
Yeah, right.
Like
Yeah.
when you went from we're not doing
Let's
food,
do it.
now we're gonna put it in a pizza oven. Like,
Yeah.
do you guys like butt heads on stuff like that, or is it just like?
No, I mean this idea is just floss. I know Ryan felt the frustration of the food truck like pretty early into it, but I immediately when Ryan Laramie said they were taking over the food truck, I was like, yeah, have fun with that.
Yeah.
That's because they took it over personally. Like dealing with food, I know dealing with food is
It's a bitch.
crazy. So yeah, no, this right here. I mean, hey, we're talking to Caleb, and that was all that was said. Like in a text or an email or something like that. We're talking to Caleb, and now my heart just like Grinch grew. It was like
It grew 5
because
sizes
these guys.
that day.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, 4.28. So I mean, Pizza Coletta has a reputation, not only personally but with this town that it's just a no brainer.
It's good food.
It's great, and
all
the
right.
people.
It's all right.
Yeah.
It doesn't
it's
suck.
okay.
That's
It's
a good way
okay.
to put it.
Yeah, it doesn't
Passes
suck.
muster. We'll go with it.
Right. It's just, yeah.
It's something to put in your belly while you're drinking the beer.
I'm happy for you guys,
Do a guest
man, because
kit.
I feel like that's only going to make you guys only have room to grow from here. Even if you don't have room, literally
if we
room to
make
grow.
it,
If you
figuratively.
literally, you can go up.
Eventually, we hope so.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, the structure of the roof is not there,
Okay.
but or else dude, if the structure of the roof
Do
was
it
already there,
tomorrow.
it would have. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we'd be up there. But yeah, coming in the next, dare I say, 5 years.
I hear there's room in the basement.
Hey,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
well,
The Alamo has a basement.
silly. There's no basement in the Alamo.
I like that you guys are just still running the same Dark Sky Brewing though. I like this is the same brewery you have. You haven't felt the need to expand, which I'm sure you probably could have if you wanted to, with as popular as you are up here. And I see a lot of breweries making that second and third brewery, and I just don't. That's one thing I don't understand.
Nope.
And especially when they're like 5 miles from each other.
We actually had this conversation with a local guy last night.
Really?
I think we made him mad. Hey,
Well,
like, whatever.
Let's do this real
It's
quick.
just not enough. Oh,
let's
sorry.
go get a drink. I think everybody's kind of low on their beers, and we'll
I
come
love
back.
this podcast.
We'll actually get back into that. We have a few more things we want to talk about, and then we can close out.
Sweet.
Okay, perfect.
All right, we'll be back.
We're back.
We're back. We missed another
just-
great story on break.
We're back, just like the baby on the Founder's Breakfast Stout bottle.
Yeah.
He's back. Hi, everybody. Did that work?
That's good. That's
Okay,
good. Yeah,
cool.
I feel good. I'll be able to listen back later, and I'll be able to recall it. It'll be fine.
It's like howdy doody there.
That's more, that's more Mr. Hanky.
Mr. Hanky, okay. Well, he's howdy
Or
doody, right?
Tally.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, don't forget a towel.
That's a worst character.
Don't forget to bring a towel.
Wait, is there a tally band?
Oh, that's the worst.
All right, quick.
All right.
What are we drinking? Quick, Chris.
I'm drinking.
That you're not Chris.
You're not
Nate.
Chris.
Hey, what am I drinking?
Nate, go.
Yeah.
I'm drinking Terminal Velocity.
Nate, what are you drinking?
Terminal Velocity. Is that a Charlie Sheen movie?
No,
I
wait.
love that movie.
Equity. Jesus. It is a
Terminal Velocity.
Equity. Leave me alone.
Oh yeah, he
Charlie
yeah.
Sheen, yeah.
Charlie Sheen movie. Sorry.
Jumping out of planes.
Yep.
I'm a big fan of him. That's why I said it. Sorry.
Comes swooping in with his butt cheeks hanging out. I think. No, maybe
Going so fast they start flapping. That's how you know you've hit terminal velocity.
Nate watched a completely different movie with guys' butt cheeks flapping in the
Yeah, it was
wind.
like a triple X version. All right, sorry, I touched my mic.
Nate, what are you drinking?
Fuck equity.
I just laughed so hard my fucking head hurts. I'm drinking
Nice.
Mounds Mosaic because it's so pretty. It tastes so good. I'm not surprised.
So good when it hits your lips.
Just when it touches it.
Yeah. Brian?
I got some barley wine.
Yeah, you do.
I'm channeling my John Rowley right now.
Hashtag BIL.
John.
Yeah.
I should have grabbed some
I'm
of that.
Now we get to tag him in this
Actually
episode.
tagging him right now.
Listen,
Now we get to tag him in this episode. Anytime we mention him,
it's
he's tagged.
really weird that we always mention John Rowley in all our episodes.
He's
It's-
the shit.
We
that works.
It happens.
we have like I don't know. We love those guys.
Yeah, he's
When they came here and brewed
good
with us, we
people.
had so much fun. That was like
I bet.
Wes is still a turd.
Yeah.
A pie covered turd.
Nick, what are you drinking?
I am drinking
Little baby glass.
forgot.
Yeah, I did forget for a second. A little princess pint of Biggie S'mores because
So good.
with all this other stout stuff that we released, I forgot how much I love this beer.
It's a really good one.
Yeah,
I hadn't had it before last night.
yeah, love it.
We got some great compliments on that one last night too,
Yeah, that
which was
was-
shocking to me because we had, I mean, the barrel aged stuff alone I thought was just going to overshadow everything. And one dude on the patio walked us up and he's like, "This shit's fucking awesome, man!" Like, thanks.
You're like, you just warmed my soul, sir.
Now,
And I'm drinking.
Oh yeah,
High Country, High
what are you
Country
drinking,
Brunch,
Ed?
Oh, nice.
High Country
oh,
Brunch.
yes. I need
Which
to-
we haven't mentioned the bottles that you guys released for
Oh, yeah.
your anniversary party, and we were talking about that. Why didn't they do 4 bottles for 4 years? But you did, right? You had one for
Oh,
members, right?
technically it was member beer.
Yeah, it was. But
Oh,
there
it's
was
a
4.
member beer, huh?
Yeah.
We had 4 on the table, and we just like ran out of time. I didn't care to deal with
What
it
was
at
the
that point. I was tired.
What was the member beer we missed out on?
We didn't.
Well,
None-
you
none
can.
shall
It was on
pass.
draft,
It was on
didn't?
draft. You had it. It was
but
none
you
shall
can't get a
pass.
bottle.
Yeah.
Oh, with None Shall Pass?
Yeah.
That was delicious. That's an awesome bottle. Nice.
Yeah.
Good call.
Yeah, we have an Imperial Stout in Islay Scotch barrels. It's tasting fucking rad.
Nice.
But
Sorry, I'm growling over here. Isla
Isla?
scotches are my heart's desire. The peatier, the better. So
No, shut up. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Nick. I apologize. I didn't mean
Oh.
to do it. I mean, actually, shut
no,
up there.
no.
Shut up on a podcast.
Shut the fuck up. No, just,
If you saw my eyes, I was like, oh shit, I'm sorry.
you're in trouble.
Listen, you just yelled at him like that old lady that yelled at you on the
I had the same reaction. I was like,
I'm sorry. When you said the peatier, the better, man, that's just wild to me because, I mean, I've had some peaty ones and it's too much.
I hate it.
It's too much.
He's the only one around here that enjoys it.
I
Really?
love it. Lefroy.
It hits like
Oh,
a
man.
certain peat level where I'm just like, it just makes me want to vomit.
Yeah, you're
Yes.
like, I'm drinking swamp water.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm drinking dirt and smoke.
Yeah, I'm just drinking
What's wrong?
smoke.
That sounds
I'm just
gorgeous
drinking-
to me.
I'm drinking bear piss in a
The-
forest fire.
A glass full of soot.
Yeah.
Don't let it ruin your next beer after that, though.
You're getting me a little excited with all these descriptions. Like, I'm happy about
That
this.
is disgusting.
Like, yes, I still don't see a flaw in this logic.
Yeah.
A glass
But hey,
full
that's
of soot.
cool.
Yeah, I like the sound of that. That's good.
I
But
did-
honestly, like, I didn't think I was gonna enjoy this beer. And we ordered the Scotch barrel because he's so into it. I was like, I guess we'll, give it a try.
Fine.
And
It was big on it.
dude. I am like stoked on how it's tasting because it's like the perfect amount of like sweet chocolate with the
Oh, nice.
smoke. It's, I don't know, it's a really nice balance. you know?
Sweet.
I think it could be balanced the other way a little bit more, but
Get a little more peat in there.
that big old no. These barrels actually that we got in that shipment or whatever came with. They were very wet, and so they had a lot of the liquid still left over in it. Turned it over, put it in a mason jar, and that scotch that was left over in there was
Barrel proof Scotch.
yeah.
Taken home, right?
Oh no,
there
we
was
have
a
the
couple
most
times.
badass liquor cabinet in town.
Hey,
Bunch of mason jars.
haha, just kidding.
Well, that was a joke. That's in the basement. I'll be like,
yeah.
We're gonna get someone coming up here, just like Pee Wee Herman, going like,
Yeah, 'cause
"We'd
they-
like to see your basement, sir." Like some authorities, like TTB, and they're like, "There's no basement in Dark Sky." Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna shut up.
All right. Just before we left,
The TTB doesn't listen to this podcast.
You listen. No, we listen to this podcast. It's not
Except for some United Kingdom organization.
Yeah.
What the hell?
let's
Healthcare.
listen to this shit.
hashtag lowbrow. I can't even say it. Wow, lowbrow.
Lowbrow. Just before we went to break, we were talking about multiple locations expanding, and I just think it's really nice. You guys are right here. I mean, I'm sure you've had the opportunity. I'm sure you've thought about it. I'm glad you have it because it's just, I don't know. I think there's something to be said for just opening a brewery, running that brewery, and bringing people to that brewery instead of finding an opportunity to make 5 within a 20-mile, radius. Love Fate, love them. I just don't. I mean, I'm going to talk shit for a second. Love Fate. They're great. Not trying to rhyme, but they just.
Hey, Nate, Fate's
Yeah,
great.
yeah, they've opened like 3 now. I think they're going to open up another one that's like 5 miles away from the other one, and I'm just like, what
Dude,
the fuck is
the
happening?
one in Tempe looks ridiculous.
Yeah,
Ridiculous, like in a good
It's
way. Or a bad
huge.
way?
Gigantic.
Yeah, it's
lots
massive.
of money.
I think
Yeah.
he meant redonkulous.
I don't get it.
So here's my take on what you just said.
Please.
I can't speak for him, but I know he's probably thinking the same thing. 3-barrel problems are enough. I don't want 30-barrel problems. That sounds like,
God, 30 barrels.
God, I bet, man.
and here's the deal: like the IPA that you're drinking right now, and that he has, and that we've all had. How old are they before they're gone? A week?
Yeah.
2 weeks old?
And that's fucking
it's
awesome.
Super fresh.
That's so important, and I think that should be so important to so many people.
That's what I keep saying to these guys. I'm like, your quality's slipping, dude. Like every time it sits on a shelf, who knows how warm it's been, or like, it was in a hot ass truck for 2 hours in Phoenix in July when it's 175 degrees.
Yeah, it's like, a lot of work ahead of time to be able. You don't just make more beer. You don't just drive a car in the middle of the desert. You need to build a road first. And like, we don't really necessarily, we're self-distributed. You'd have to get like your distribution down super great. And like, but I think it comes back to what you said about bringing people here. That's what we want to do. And that's my go-to answer when I go and distribute. We're giving kegs here and there. Like, oh man, it'd be great if you guys were here all the time, and you should go to this place, this place, this place.
Oh,
like,
we've thought about
it. That's great,
Yeah,
and that's good
exactly.
for you. But we want you to come experience us. That's what we've always been about. I mean, look around. This place. Laramie put together such a gorgeous space that like we want to show that off. We want to have guests.
Yeah.
We would like to wow you guys.
Wow, wow,
And,
wow,
like,
wow,
dude,
wow,
our
wow.
staff is amazing. Like,
Yeah.
Plus, Chris has always mentioned this, like the historic aspect of downtown Flagstaff and the area.
oh,
like,
dude, it's so fun. Like,
it's-
there's so much to do here.
that atmosphere creates a completely different dynamic
Yeah.
versus like being in a strip mall or like some.
Well,
like,
what's
sweet
funny is
space.
Justin Evans just bought hops on Birch, and he's gotten like a good taste of what Flagstaff's all about.
Yeah.
He came in here trying to do what he does, and he's amazing at it. But he's like, he texted me, he's like, "What the fuck's going on up there, man?" I'm like, "Welcome to Flagstaff, dude. Like, it's way different."
WTF.
What's wrong
Yeah.
with you hippies?
Yes.
It is a different place. It is an absolutely different place.
But
Yeah.
is there challenges with that, with like being historic,
With being
as far as
Flagstaff.
like that historic aspect? Like you can't just knock down walls. Like you
Correct.
can't knock down the church.
Oh,
down
yeah.
there.
Yeah, we
Like,
can't do shit without getting it past the city, and because we're in the historic corridor here. Our building was built in '49, I think, so
Oh,
it's
it-
not super old.
I know Sutcliffe started in 44.
Yeah, so this came right after.
Oh, this part. Okay. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, which is funny to say that's historic when you like live on the East
Yeah,
Coast
but
and
it's-
stuff like that.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. It's like it's a total joke, like so. If we did anything, we have to like run it by the
Yeah.
historical committee, and that guy's he's something.
Cool guy.
He's
Nice
I was gonna say he's probably a really nice guy.
Yeah,
No.
well,
He's a historian.
And fun to work with.
Yeah, historic is a challenge for sure.
I guess
and
that
then-
kind of gives you guys perspective, right? Like 4 years versus like the history of like the railroad and
Yeah,
like
for
how
sure.
this town was built. It's like it's kind of humbling, I would assume.
yeah.
Like
I grew up in the West. I've never
Yeah.
been further east than Denver, so like I have no idea what it's like to be in a city that's 200 years old or whatever.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
Yeah.
Friggin' A.
Friggin' A.
Friggin' A.
Friggin'
Yeah, so we like to bring people to this town. We like to have them visit. Don't move here, but come visit.
Agreed.
Yeah, Edward Abbey said everyone wants to be the last immigrant. But there's challenges in Flagstaff, absolutely. A giant metropolis of Phoenix. There's things that can definitely be done down there that we have to work our asses off to get done up here, and things we've discovered are not going to happen up here. But I mean, look around; it's friggin' worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you guys done a great job. I just think it's a nice. It's refreshing to see a successful brewery stay right where they started.
Good,
And that was
that's awesome.
I think that was
And
point number one for us for a long time was like just stay the
you
course.
see some breweries that get success. They're like, sweet. Where's our second location?
And like we
Where
keep
we open it
keep
up.
throwing the idea around. Like it keeps getting put on our yearly goals, like 15 barrel brew house, and I stress so hard. I'm like, no.
I'd love it if we cut scene like in next week we announced that.
Yeah, I know. And
I promise you that's not going to happen.
to that, to that effect, I think that it can be done right. Like I think it's kind of cool how Superstition Meadery is going to do it. That's a full-sized restaurant. They're not doing the same thing. They're doing something different.
Yep.
They're going huge in Phoenix. But I think downtown Phoenix, Arizona Wilderness is kind of tight because they're doing something totally different. They don't do guest taps at the main place. They do all kinds of guest taps now. So I think there's a way to do it right, but I just think it's super refreshing to see a really successful brewery stay right at home.
Yeah.
What you just said about what they're doing, I think if you focus on not what can this new community I'm moving into do for me, but what I can do for that community is where you're going to have success. Just like you said, downtown Phoenix, going into there and contributing something good to them. Is
and
gonna
they
help
are.
out. Yeah.
Dude, I remember 10 years ago, like you just didn't go downtown.
Yeah. No, you didn't.
And now it's beautiful. Like there's some really cool stuff going on down there. Like the theaters are amazing. Like the stuff that like they've done to the Van Buren and like everything around it. Like you feel super safe. Like you can walk around and not like think like, oh my God, I'm about to get beat up for my wallet.
Absolutely.
Yeah, First Fridays and the friggin' farmers markets down there and stuff. Yeah, it's really, that's awesome.
Yeah.
The
So
whole
I think
God, goddamn white people. Am I right?
of work. Hey, Ed.
it's a really good way to do it. And so either way, I like the way you guys run your business.
Yeah,
Grazie.
I mean, I've always been enamored by those like super popular like cool kid breweries that like they're so far off the beaten path. Like I think there's something to be said for how cool that is. You know, people travel to you.
You're bringing
when
people to
when we first
Flagstaff.
started, we were like huge fans of Shorts Brewing. They're like way up there in Michigan. Like you got to drive a really long ways to get to it. Like Hill Farmstead, DeGard, they're all the same. Like you got to go way out of your way, and they're in really teeny tiny towns.
Yep.
And that's cool if you can, you know,
If you can,
somehow muster people's enthusiasm to come and see you. From
if you can freeze your ass off and drive to
I mean, for fuck's sake, look at Tombstone.
Yeah, seriously, been there. Shockingly, as a result of that brewery.
Yeah.
Seriously.
You know?
I asked Matt, I was like, why did you put a brewery all the way down here? He's like, I pay $6,000 a year in property tax. That's it. That's his overhead.
Oh, I thought it would have been like
That's
the name
crazy.
was cool.
He paid cash for the building
the
and that
name,
entire lot.
Holy cow!
That's why their IPAs are so cheap.
That's crazy.
They have zero overhead down there. They own everything.
That's wild.
They own
Wow.
There's,
They own it all.
So
All that stuff.
the house and the lot next door to them is for sale, and I was like, "How much, dude?" He's like, $65,000
Damn.
for the entire thing.
Dang. Holy cow!
He's gonna
Dark
buy
Sky.
it, and
you just your next location is fucking Tombstone.
that would be awesome.
You're like, okay, guys, we got some really sweet news for you. I know you guys wanted to see us in Phoenix, and you know what? We decided we will open a second location,
In
Tombstone, Arizona.
Be awesome. I
Followed
love
by
it.
Greer.
Yeah,
Yeah. Wait till you see our
the
Camp
hardest
Verde
places
location.
to get to.
All right,
That'd be crazy.
I like that.
All right, we got a couple important things to cover, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
The
Yikes.
moist sponge. We gotta
Oh,
talk
yeah,
about
yeah.
that.
So I don't. Yeah, Nick
I
didn't hear
don't,
about
Nick
this.
wasn't there, but I don't know if Ryan remembers
I
us
don't
talking
remember
about this.
that.
Our beer collaboration.
Oh yeah.
We already have the name Moist
right.
Sponge. We're thinking a brown ale, right?
That's what I would. Yeah.
Because looks like Nick is gonna put the kibosh on this
Boy,
right.
I'm throwing
real
up
quick.
in my mouth.
No,
actually.
no.
It was a good idea
We
after
can make it work. We can
after
make it work.
drinking Wes's like 35% barley wine, whatever that was.
Yes.
Yeah, barley wine makes you do crazy
Dude.
things.
Ice wine.
Ice wine. That's what it was. It was.
Ice wine. Nice.
It was delicious.
That sounds good.
Yeah, moist sponge. I actually saw a guy
Moist
last
sponge.
night wearing a shirt that said moist on it, and I was just like, oh,
I did too.
worst.
I looked right at him. I'm like, I hate that word so much.
All right, so we'll keep that in the chamber. We'll work on.
You know, another word that's bad is nosh.
Nosh and moist sponge.
I like nosh.
Nosh is fine.
It makes me think I'm eating.
Makes me want to get food. It's time to
If
nosh.
Tiffany was close, we had another one, and I cannot remember.
Nosh. There's
But
nothing
she's
wrong
like,
with
I
that
fucking
word.
hate that word. I'm like, I kind of do too. I hate it more than moist. And I can't
Limit.
remember
Was
what
it
it was.
chlamydia?
No.
I mean,
Limit.
that one's okay.
That one just sneaks up on you.
Yeah. That's like the
Not a
Phantom.
good one, Ed.
Phantom. I see a Phantom carriage sticker here. Love that.
That place is so fun.
Yeah.
place is
So
awesome.
fun.
We watched the worst horror movie
Slash best.
/best.
Yeah.
Called
We
The
were all
Brain.
so drunk. We were in that room just like cheering on the brain.
It's a 1980s like B movie horror flick.
It was like a
called The
giant
Brain.
meatball.
It was, yeah. It was a giant meatball with fangs.
Doing a MST3K on it, kind of thing.
Sorta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say what Isle of Hands or Isle of Man or whatever was that? What's like the worst? What's the worst
No, it was
horror?
It was not. It wasn't the birds. It was another one from like
Oh.
there was a guy that like in
Ooh,
Texas.
Birds is good.
There's a guy in
Birds is good.
Texas that created a movie that was kind of like the birds, but he was like a shoe salesman in Texas, and like, they're like, "Oh, it's the end of the world," and they're on the side of the road, and cars are just passing them by.
Oh,
It was an MS3K. It was so good.
Nice. I love that show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
God, it was great. I actually moved to Phantom Carriage with your good buddy Alex
Oh yeah.
in the Noel.
Yep.
So they dug it.
Yeah.
I'm like, we're going there. This is you guys to see. Let's do this.
Yeah. Nick had never been to LA. I was like, dude, we have to go. So we took him to Monkish and watched some kung fu movies.
yes.
There you go.
Listened to hip hop, and then went over to Phantom Carriage and watched shitty horror movies in there.
There were 2 reasons we should have gotten kicked out of Monkish, but we didn't.
Yeah. Well, the one.
Oh crap! I just called myself out.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna go ahead and explain this
No,
story.
so Phantom Carriage was really cool. We watched.
So the Monkish Walk-In is pretty famous, like people taking photos of their beers in front of it. And there's no other brewery stickers on that walk-in. I was like, Nick, throw a sticker on it. He hopped the chain, threw it on there. I didn't even know what was going on. I was like, did you do it? He's like, yeah, I did it like 5 minutes ago. Nobody saw him do it. So there may be a Dark Sky sticker still on the Monkish Walk-In. That was fault number 1. Number 2, I'm standing in line for the bathroom.
Number
And like
2.
me and this other guy, literally number 2. And we're waiting for somebody to come out. I'm like, dude, what's going on in there? And he comes out and he goes, careful, the handle's broke. And just like keeps walking. The guy behind me is like, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah, I don't know.
I think it was more. I walked out and I go, "Shitter's broke," and just kept walking.
Shitter's full.
Shitter's full.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Clark-
I don't know if we're actually allowed back there.
I actually fixed the toilet. It was
Okay.
broken when I got in there. That's my
Yeah.
story.
That's what you're
That's
sticking
my
to.
story.
Yeah, the
He was
handle
in there for a
handle
while,
was
though.
broken. Handle was broken. I was
Claim
in
he was
there.
fixing their
I was
toilet.
fixing the toilet.
Oh, he was fixing something.
Yeah. So
Okay,
Monkish
duct-
was a good experience.
Duct tape and belly wire in his pocket.
We had
This will
fun.
work.
Yeah, I love that they play kung fu movies there. It's,
Yeah, the place is
that's-
rad.
I love it.
Let me ask you. So we're here for your 4th anniversary. What are you guys excited for, if anything, in the upcoming year, besides not opening a 15 barrel?
3 new locations.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and announce this right now.
That shit ain't happening.
Opening in Tombstone. That's
Yeah. What are you excited about for this year, if anything?
Survival.
Survival, remaining, making pizza.
Yeah, getting that together, like figuring out like how to make that. I mean, it's already rocking. But
Yeah,
make
just keeping it going.
I think I'm excited for getting the. We always say this. We always say like we want to have kind of like a little bit of a consistency with like Mosaic or Wide Awake or those kind of things, and we never do it. It's fine. It's fine. It's not a huge goal, but I don't know. I want to drink Mosaic all the time.
Right. Want to keep that
But-
one on all
Me
the
too.
time.
Yeah. So I don't know. 5th year. That's hard. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
I think continuing with what we're doing with the barrels.
Sour program, I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, sour program, more collaborations. Well, not more. We do a ton of
Yeah,
collaborations,
But keeping them
continue-
going.
Yeah, continue to collaborate, growing our Cool Ship community
Yes.
collaboration. I'm really excited to get the next date on the calendar for that one.
We just need to make our own.
Yes.
So we can go camping like every weekend.
Exactly. Yeah.
I was gonna say
Seriously.
in your backyard, like cool ship.
No kidding.
Anywhere, something we can throw in on the trailer, take out, come back. I mean, I know it's hard, but it's how badass.
Rewarding. It's gotta be
It'd be
awesome.
so cool.
It's
Yeah.
super fun.
Yeah.
We tend to get really fucking drunk too.
That sounds like
Some
fun.
shenanigans.
Yeah, 5th year. Anything thinking?
I don't know. It's too early to tell.
So many things.
We don't know yet.
No.
I don't usually make my mind up till like November. It's always like I don't know. I like summer and fall here. We do so well business wise in here that like you kind of lose sight of like what's happening around you. So maybe like November's like my break time where things start to mellow out. And
Yeah.
you can kind of refocus and figure out what you want to do.
Yeah.
By that time, that's when we start planning for anniversary party anyway.
Right. Well, sweet.
All right,
Good.
guys. What do we miss? Anything we missed?
No, I think the what do you guys got coming up? That's the biggest thing right at this point, right? So what events you guys got going on coming up soon that people can, besides this anniversary party, what do you guys have coming up that people should come up for?
I'm excited for Wild and Woody again.
Yeah.
I always have a really
Serious.
good time there.
Are they
Although-
going to put you next to the bathroom and the entrance again?
Yeah, it's gonna be. That's
Oh,
strong
that
beer
was
fest.
strong beer. That was. I saw the map. I was like, this is a really bad idea. But hey, we were out of beer.
We
Within
ran
like
out
a
of
couple
beer.
hours.
Yeah, really fast.
They were really mad about that.
That was awesome.
Yep. Yeah, I think the festival's looking forward to that. Looking forward to just entertaining everyone that's coming up from the valley this summer.
Okay. Very cool.
Yeah, it seems a lot of people are coming to you now, whereas like what was it 2 years ago? You guys did that gnarly like collaboration tour down in the valley where it's like Dark Sky was
Dude,
collaborating
that was
with
sweet.
somebody. Like
We missed
every
those
other
cans
day.
by like. Oh wait, did we miss them by a day?
A day.
Oh yeah, we showed up with the wrong night.
Yeah.
We showed up the wrong night, but still, I liked that.
We showed up, one night late, and we were like,
Yeah.
"Hey, can we get those cans?" And they're like, "That was the last night."
And we had 26 4-packs. Or
Yeah.
something
Oh
like
yeah, that was with
Yeah.
Mickey.
Yeah.
Kings. Yeah, we're
We had like
They were
26.
gone in like 20 minutes or something, maybe.
Yeah, Phoenix
People
is
love your
crazy.
guys' stuff, man, and that's a really good problem to have. So
Yeah.
good for you.
Yeah, it's I don't know. Like, I think that's the coolest part about collaborating and traveling is like, you know, hearing guys like you say what you say about us. Like,
Right.
so often we get stuck in these boxes where we're just like, fuck, we gotta make beer, gotta make beer, gotta make beer, gotta make beer, and you kind of lose sight of like, and you lose that perspective,
Right.
you know, where you just kind of want to quit and give up because it's not really worth it, and then you go and like talk to some amazing people and gets you stoked out again.
Good.
Like for me, like hanging out in Tombstone with Weedy again, it was like,
oh yeah.
that dude is an evil genius.
Yeah,
He
he's
is.
awesome.
Yeah,
He's a
listen
cool
to him
dude.
talk about beer is like a different level of like.
no,
knowledge.
that guy is so intelligent. It's scary.
So we met John Rowley the first time with Weedy. So
Yeah.
we literally were with John Rowley and Weedy in the same conversation. We're all just like, "Oh, we're way over."
A nuclear scientist
Yeah,
and a
we were
evil
lowbrow
genius.
then.
We're super lowbrow at that point.
John, what do you do at Los Alamos? I can't talk.
Exactly.
Dang,
So-
that kid's got a ride.
It's
Sorry.
another tricycle.
No, it's a.
No, I'm just
sorry,
joking.
never mind. Some kid came in with strapped to his dad's back and like it looked like one of those things they carry around like a prince with, you know, like with like 2 arms.
It's awesome.
Yeah. So anyway.
Papoose.
Wow, is that what it is?
I have no clue.
Okay, wow. He just pulled that word out of nowhere. It better be what it was.
Is that another SAT word?
Yeah, that was beyond SAT.
You're
That was-
welcome.
Better be
Next
what it
level.
is. All right.
All right, guys. Well, I mean, I think that's pretty much all we have.
You got anything else there, Ed?
Nope, I think we covered all of it plus
Well,
some.
don't worry. Don't get depressed. We'll be back next year.
Awesome.
Same.
Nice.
I mean, we're just gonna keep doing it with you. You know.
Well,
Every
we should do
anniversary-
another pie event with Wes, and so I can do it
Yes,
again.
yes, and maybe he can bring his A
Perfect.
game this time. and
Not gonna lie, it
hit
was-
with a pie,
It was so satisfying.
dude. Like I said, everybody was wearing that pie, and it went fucking everywhere.
Last second, he's like, "Don't hold back." I was like, "Yes, sir."
Whoops, wrong thing to say.
Mic drop. Got to get to the Uber. See ya.
Yeah, he just left
Dude,
immediately. No one
whipped
could
cream all over her reach-in, just like splattered. I'm like, "Well, we gotta go. See ya."
see. Alistair from Ren House is wearing it all over his jean jacket. I'm like helping it
The
clean it off
best
his-
looking man in craft beer just got blasted with whipped cream and peaches.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude, gotta go. I have a tiki cocktail calling my name.
That's
I
awesome.
got strong beer tomorrow. I can't be out
Sorry,
late.
gotta
Too
go.
late. Gotta go.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for doing this with us. Thank you so much for having us and opening up a small part of your brewery and letting us do this with you. It's a great place and with an amazing vibe, and I just love it here. So thank you very much.
Thanks for
Thank
coming.
you.
So if people want to find more information about the brewery or what you guys are doing, where should they go? Where they look at?
Just follow our Instagram and Facebook.
Okay.
And you're
Right.
gonna
Dark
get dark_sky_
Okay.
brewing sky. Yeah,
All that.
all those underscores.
Just search dark, and it's like one of the first things that's come up as long
gotta
as you
be.
follow some.
It's a
craft beer.
third, and the first two are kind of interesting too. So. Yeah, do that. Actually, I'd really love to say check out our YouTube channel as
Oh,
well.
yeah, there
I
you
think
go.
we got some funny stuff on there. We
Sweet.
do beer release videos, and they're pretty good. So
Okay.
I like
Yeah,
that.
but
Well,
it-
Definitely send our.
I'll say this is what you also have
listeners there.
a beer podcast that you guys did for a little bit too. You're still doing. You
yeah,
guys still-
very occasionally, yeah, and hoping to ramp it up. Yeah, the Brew Trails.
Yes.
So
Nice.
on all the different platforms that Stitcher, iTunes, all that. Yeah, the Brew Trails, and they're timeless, so you can go back and we
Yeah.
just did.
You should listen to like the first two with us, where we're.
I think
it
there's
was
one-
just us sitting in
I think
here.
it was like
It was
the YouTube.
Sweet,
There's one
dude.
episode where you guys talked about like just like all the IPAs you made for like a couple.
That sounds
Oh,
like
yeah.
a
It
was
super
really
interesting
interesting.
listen. Honestly,
Yeah?
That,
Oh, cool.
That honestly sounds like a super good listen. So.
It's kind of funny, like traveling around, like riding on planes. Like I love just like going back through and listening to the old shit because
Yeah.
it's so funny. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, we were really embarrassing.
That's
We
awesome.
fucking idiots. No wonder people have that opinion about us.
We still.
I
think-
bet it's so interesting though, especially
It
when you guys
is,
were
for
talking
sure.
about like when you were opening this place up and the beers you were brewing at the time. Hell yeah!
It's like a time capsule, you know. You like
Exactly,
you get to see
exactly.
this like weird growth pattern occur, like as you're listening to it.
Listen to our podcast, and you can experience a weird growth.
Yeah, listen to their podcast, not ours.
No, it's good. Yeah, we talk everything about our gluten-reduced program, and I even got to talk to the founder of Omission and talk about that.
Sweet.
So there's some. I'm proud of it. I am.
Yeah.
Even though we've only got 30 episodes
It's
in
a killer
4
name.
years, it's like the opposite of our beers.
You're doing something. I mean, you're not just sitting on your hands over here. You're a little busy. So.
Yeah,
Stuff
a little
to
bit.
do.
So the brew trails. I would love if people listen to that and tell me like either it's good, bad, or whatever.
That sounds like a
Makes my
super
day.
interesting listen, especially
Yeah.
if it's you two. So
So next time when we come up, we'll have to do both podcasts. We'll do Brew
Yeah, there we
Trails
go.
and
We'll do a
this
double.
one, and-
Oh, dude, what about Justin Evans when he was still with Pigs Meow, him and Sam?
Oh yeah, we did.
Brewed a bacon beer.
Yeah, bacon porter, and had them on. Yep,
We were all so young and naive back then.
Yeah.
Hi, this is
put bacon in it.
Ryan. I brew beer.
My name's Justin Evans. I run a little craft beer bar.
Now we get to tag Justin in this.
Did we put the
episode.
yeast in?
Yeah, I was hoping.
Oh yeah, I guess we talked about it a while ago. Well, thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Where can people find us? Nate?
Oh, yeah,
Nate
Weird
always
Stillers
does-
show.
Nate tries to end the show like 14 times before the show actually really ends.
But we get it all in.
We do.
We get it all in.
We do.
Ayo.
You know,
Nate.
we are. Please come find us at Hoppy Craftsmen on Instagram and Facebook. I said Fache book.
Fache
Fa-
book.
Facebook.
We're on that too.
Yeah, at Hoppy Craftsmen and hoppycraftsman.beer for
Yes,
our website.
that beer, very
You
important.
like that?
Very important. And then Ed, who are the raddest fucking people in the world?
Raddest people are our Patreon supporters, and that would be Zach Dominguez, Jessica Langley, Paul Frag Beans,
Frijoles.
Yep,
Rojole.
Paul Gelato, the Indie Beer Show, Sina Gomez, who I think is sitting behind me.
She is staring at you intently.
Yeah, she's staring bullets in the because she wants to go shopping, I think. Rob Fulmer of the Arizona Craft Brewers Guild,
Nice. Good
Mark-
to know we still have him.
Mark Ballesteros, and Anthony Bracamonte. Chris, if people want to join our Patreon, where do they go?
You go to patreon.com/hoppycraftsmen. We have a bunch of different tiers for you guys. Check out. You get cool things like stickers and swag, and then a shout out on the show like this. So
Yeah, and maybe one day we'll record the off mic conversations.
Yeah.
and
Oh,
do,
yeah.
like bonus episodes.
That's a good idea.
yeah, I like it. All right,
A collective of just random shit.
Yeah.
cool guys. Well, again, like Nate said 1,000 times at this point, thank you for being here. Thanks
Yeah.
for having us.
It's important to thank.
That's true.
Indeed.
Thank you to Ryan. Thank you, Nick.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
I want a meatball sandwich.
Yes.